Assalamualaikum friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I will tell you about the Graham Gooch, but starting this video I will request you to please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Now let's start the video. Graham Gooch, English cricketer in the born in he was one of the most successful international batsmen of his generation, and through a career spanning from in 1973 until 2000 he became the most prolific in the run scores of all time with the runs scored first class in the limited overs games. List of the cricket tally in runs is also record. He is the one of the 25 players of have record over 100 first class in centuries. Internationally, being banned of the 3 years following of the South Africa and Gooch is the third highest test his records in the source of the India. His playing years spent much of the period of domination by the West Indies in over the against whom is the mid futures in the batting average of regarding extremely and his score in 154 in the against them of the headline in over the 1991 regarded as one of the greatest century of all time by many criticized a former player his career best scores of 333 added of his successful second innings centuries remain of the highest match argent in the Lords. He was the first player to make 20th-century Test appearance in the Lords and the captain of Bertha Angel and noted his financial fitness of the good authentic have the name of the purpose in had shown is the decided after one 18 tests in the agent 42 in the retired in coaching and was the team selectors of one became in the commentaries in the 2009 he was including into the ICC cricket half in the Hall of Fame. He returned the coach expenses before becoming England batting and coach in 2012. Coach was born in the Whisper and he was inducted in the School for Boys and Community High School for Boys Laitini. Coach played first-class cricket regularly between in 1973 and 1997. Famous for his upgrade stance in the high left in the heavy bat of the became one of the most prevalent secrets in class cricket has never seen. On 8 November 2011, he received the honorary award from University to East of London made of his debut in the Test cricket in 1975 and 21 against the touring Australia side captain in the Land Chapel and his debut was not great success of the coach guard pair. He England lost in first test by the innings and 85 runs in the second Ashes test of the series. The score of 6 and 31 has been dropped from the side. He was not selected for the Test team again until in 1978, his one-day international debut in 1976, when his scoring rate for excitement of the club could not to be ignored and one became the ministry in the England lineup. On his return, the Test cricket immediately had the success making the first Test half century and 91 not out in his fifth Test. Although it was the second test of the 5 years after his debuting before he made his first Test international century in 1980, he was awarded in the year of his first three Test centuries. It all became against in the West Indies in coach of further highest in career when they went to conversions in 1982 South African Rebel Tour which resulted in all of the players considered including capacity in the until the team arrived of South Africa in the beginning of March. It could not around in the more attention of the coach. However, he was the reaching his peak of the test player. Others were the twist years of the cricket careers and so Ben urgently in the left more actually and stems of the captain coach climbed in the film. Out of the weirdness in the other decided he had no place in England cricket, hence his decision to join the tour. Upon the exterminations of Ben, coach was restored in the England team in 1985. Opting miss in the 1986 and 7 tour of Australia for personal reason. A serve loss from the result is failing and win back his England place for the 1987 summer and test series against Pakistan. Indeed, one of the stage hand dropped in the second of his the first return of the end of summer with the expansions in England of the team the cricket cup in India and Asia Pakistan in the four cricket worlds of the cup, and his career blossoms in the latter after being the opponent's position held twist of the end summer for the captain in 1988, the replacement for the injured Charis journey. He never played another test and his first match, the fifth and last of the series against the West Indies, England at least showed the some spirit, taking in first inning in the leader of for the only time of the series. Cole's second innings in 84 and stood alone in the rest of the batting, and England losing the match and with the series his second match of the test against Sri Lanka was won, and all of the same fear of the coach remain of captain for tour India and the winter in the but tour of the cancelled over the India government's reserves grant wishes and high eight players who had the sporting links of South Africa, including coach himself in the divide in returns of the captain for losing in 1989 Asian series in which for the second time coach loss of the become resulted in his dropped in oven request is this time. He is the first familiar and financial of three World Cups and that her played he would in the probably and best remembers of the competition for some century in 1987 semi-final against India and West Indies in the recently swept of the summer England made of the first finals in 1979 on their home ground to take the mighty West Indies. Okay guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Please comments and share with other friends. Take care. Allah Hafiz.